let's start with the Selenium framework, for example. These two projects are kind of a, they're not real projects. They are inspired on my previous project. So you will see some things that are missing or etc. just because obviously I couldn't share the real projects with you, but they represent exactly what we had in the project. Okay, so there is no like fake things here. And I'm gonna start, for example, with the logging, which you can see here in Selenium. We have a lot of imports. Obviously, that's basic, and we can't get away from that. And you know, in this project, we were using page objects, both of them actually, Playwright and Selenium. For Playwright, we're also using fixtures, which helped a lot with speed and etc. I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, we had the before method here. We have the tests, and as you can see, which is very common in Selenium, we have some comments to kind of explain the steps, I would say. So this is something that to me is very common in Selenium codes. I always see a lot of comments separating like things, steps, you know, or a group of steps together. You can see weights here already and etc. Messages and etc. Blah, blah, blah. And this is like a logging file, right? Which has already 116 lines of code. Not too bad, fine. And let's take a look now at the logging for Playwright. So if we put them side by side, good. Let me actually see. This has 40 lines of code, and verify email and password. I believe they have the same tests. So let's verify login fails with invalid, email and password validation errors when empty, and successful logging. So here we have valid credentials, invalid credentials, and email and password required. So yeah, just to start, we have just like the same tests, right? And we have probably 3 times more lines of code in Selenium, just to start. So, okay, let's remove the imports, which is 10 plus. But still, 3 times more to me is a lot. You know, you need to think about managing all these lines of code, reading them. Obviously, that the logging test is not something you change very often, but you're gonna have a very large suite in the feature, right? And when you have new team members, or maybe you're gonna leave the team, and what are you leaving for the rest of the team, right? You can't simply like write 100 lines of code that are complex to read and then just leave without leaving back any knowledge. Obviously, with AI, things are better, easier, and etc. But at the same time, more context, more tokens, more money, and etc. So you always need to think about improving things and, you know, doing the best you can. So cool. Here we are using fixtures, and I'm going to explain what fixtures are in a little bit, but you can see that we have steps instead of comments, for example, which to me is it's an amazing Playwright small feature, native feature that you can use to, like, 1, reduce comments, and 2, to actually organize your code, and 3, to actually make your report reports look more readable. So if you eventually need to send this to someone that is not super familiar with the content of the test, you know, maybe someone from another team and etc., they can easily read like plain English or whatever language you're using, and then understand what's going on over there, right? So if you read these test.step, you know that, okay, this step is doing logging and validating the dashboard is loaded. better than navigate to login page and having to read the comments necessarily, right? And obviously, you don't need the steps in Playwright, so you can even get rid of them and not have them at all. So you even have less lines of code.